got on the meat. I put 5 in the bitch like Reese, 22 on you like Cameron Brink. Just got, I'm finna fit up with the pink. She with a 4 to enjoy the gig. Pull out my tools, she want me to fix it, so I had to go and knock out the kinks. And I'm sore, wrist titanium, I'm about to morph. I be ballin', I can't get in the court. 7-0 stuff still up in the score. I don't think these niggas want it no more. My true religion is Christian Dior. Ain't finna put down a rip on the court. Spinal, now I ain't not walking no more. Bitch.
Shit shining, hold on. Hey yo man, what's good YouTube? It's your boy, your host, Red Sky Dragon Squad, bitch. It with a vlog. I ain't do a vlog in a minute. It might even really be a vlog like that. Just posting little video clips though, but I'm at Dreamcon though, 2025. I got to this bitch, it's motherfucking 4 o'clock, bro. I missed my connecting bus because the other bus was late. So that's why I got here late. Otherwise, I would have been here like fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. I would have been there as soon as shit first started, but I gotta go get my badge first before I can even do anything. So that's what I'm about to do next though. Just got ready and shit. Nigga Pete the fit. You already know how I do that. That Shark Drake nigga. Hold on, yeah. That Shark Drake nigga. The little Prada baseball shits. Mike Chia motherfucking shorts, nigga. Hold on, we got the motherfucking. Ooh, the SBs? Hold on, the SBs, but it ain't the regular bitches, nigga. It ain't no regular SBs, nigga. The LA Dodgers shits, nigga. with the little bubble gum on that bitch. But yeah. About to see what the fuck this shit talk about though. See what the cosplay hoes talk about though. That shit clean. Yeah, so day 1 recap. As you can see, not really too much really went on that first day because, like I was saying, the bus had missed my connecting flight. I took the bus. I talking about some connecting flight. I took the bus. Yeah, I ain't flying. After final destination, I'm talking about back in the day. I'm scared to fly since, like I said, final destination. Like no flying, no roller coasters. I ain't doing none of that. But yeah, first day, because if my bus would have connected, I would have got there at 8, and I would have been there pretty much the whole day. So I would have been good. But like I said, I didn't get to that jank till I didn't get to Texas till 4. No, I didn't get there till like 2 something. I was like, okay, let me just go check to the hotel, and then I didn't get to the actual place till like 4, yeah, and then I had to stand in line to get the badge, bro. The line was wrapped around the Marriott Hotel like 2 times. I had to walk around to get into line just to go back past the same part I already had went by. Yeah, so like that was a hassle, but yeah, so I didn't really get there until 5, and like really that first day I was just going to the vendors and just buying stuff, so I was really like doing a lot of recording. So that was pretty much the first day. Titanium power. Nigga, that shit blinging. Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, your host, Red Sky Dragon Squad, bitch. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm here with a supporter. What's your name again? Jeremiah. You see, you been watching me since how long?
2017 at least, bro.
That shit's crazy.
I can show you my phone, like, let me show you. Bro, you know I'm not lying or nothing. Like, I go to YouTube right now.
Nah, that shit is crazy. Like, I came all the way from fucking Virginia. I wouldn't have expected anybody to know me. That's actually pretty wild.
So, I watch, like, most of your reaction, like the NFL ones from...
Yeah.
I'm there, bro.
That
full
shit
videos.
Is crazy.
I'm there. I'm watching full reaction videos.
That That shit is
everything,
dope.
bro.
That shit is dope,
I didn't think you was
man.
gonna be here, bro. You were the last person I expected to see, and I noticed you because your hair, and then
Yeah.
I know you car racing.
Yeah.
I know that, bro. I'm a real fan, man.
Yeah.
He's a really good YouTuber. Y'all boys should check it out, bro.
Thank you. I
One of my
appreciate it.
favorites, bro. Underrated, bro. He definitely deserves support. Big fan, bro.
Thank you. For my YouTube channel, that's it.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, literally everyone has no shame.
Man, you got clicked on your YouTube channel. You crazy.
All right, good luck.
Hey, I'll still post it. I don't be ducking no smoke like that. Yeah, so but in the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, round 1, I went against this squeaker. I'm not gonna lie, this kid was so annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but he was a kid. He probably was like 14, 15, maybe 13. It was his first time, so I got 2 free wins off the thing. I ain't gonna lie. Swept his ass. I got 2 free wins. Hey, I thought he was just like one of them young prodigies, you know, or like he knows what he's doing, but he is young. But bro, he told me he ain't got a. He told me he's dueling with a starter deck. I'm like, oh yeah, it's over. Free eats. Bro said he had a starter deck, $100 starter deck to get swept is crazy work. But yeah, so I swept him. But like I said, bro, the kid was annoying. But at one point he was on the phone talking to his mom or whatever, right? And so I guess his mom was coming up there to the game room, right? And bro,
Forehead for president.
his mom came into the game room, bro. Bro, she was bad as hell, bro. Like, she came in with she had a Kitana outfit from Mortal Kombat. I'm talking about thighs out, the fishnets. She had both yams out. I'm like, what? I'm like, whoa, this is not your mom. But he was young, so she was young. Maybe she was like in her 30s. But still, I'm like, bro, this is your mom walking around wearing that? Like that jank, like she had the revealing jank on, which okay, you know, hey, that's the cosplay of Katana, that's cool and all. But she sit down, the jank hanging off the seat. I'm like, but I was in the middle of the duel. I'm like, this was after we had dueled. I was doing another match.
Forehead for
Because,
president.
hey, I was about to mac. I was about to mac. But I was going on with a match, and the match went on long. She just popped in and just popped out. She was only there for like 20 minutes. But yeah, I was really deep into a match. I was like, damn. But like I said, you know, when it comes to wearing the cosplay, you know that's cool and all. It's your cosplay. But she had sat up. She stood up. And she was recording this video, and bro, she was doing the jiggle jank with her ass, bro. Your mom's a thought. I feel sorry for the kid. Like I said, there's one thing that had a cosplay, but that's your mom doing that in front of you. I see what them like y'all guys know when those kids might be having a parent that's like on OnlyFans, and then some other kids might find out and say something about say something about the kid. I literally seen that firsthand, because I'm like being in a cosplay is one thing, but you're doing that with your child in front of you. What the fuck is going on? I'm like, oh yeah, she ready to learn. How many times you special so, man?
You tell me. You tell me.
How many times you special so? Once or twice?
That's something for you to keep track of, not me.
Man, you gonna do me dirty like that?
I mean, you can look at my graveyard. Does that look like 5 special summons?
Yeah, like multiple. So, bitch special summon 2 more monsters. I'm going to. Special summon Superstar Slayer Typhon.
How?
Because you special summon 2 more monsters.
But it's not your turn.
No, you can't do it like that. During the turn or the turn after, my opponent does it.
That's
it's on your turn. So you gotta change your turn, your monster into a Typhoon.
It says during the turn that my opponent does it, or I could do it after, which wouldn't be my turn.
I've never seen anybody summon Typhon on the enemy's turn.
Yeah,
That's what it says.
In order to summon, you have to summon on your turn. So
Now, as you guys seen that first clip, bro, we got into a whole heated argument, bro. We had to call over the judge and everything for this jank, bro, because dude was tripping. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like you got I know he was being funny, but I could tell you was still being a little bit arrogant too. Like, bro, I'm asking you, did you special summon twice? He talk about some. Oh, did I? You're supposed to keep a track of that. Like, bro, this ain't real Yu-Gi-Oh, nigga. You was not Seto Kaiba. I'm not Merrick, my nigga. Why you? I understand y'all be taking this stuff seriously, which I do too. I want to win, but god damn, they would say, bro, if this was the anime, they would have said he has a special summon twice. Why? How you gatekeeping special summons, bro? You doing too much. Just answer the question. So he was already tripping came to that, but I mean, he was still cool. But so, anyways, and so yeah, we called over the judge because I was playing Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis, right, bro? Like we had looked up the ruling, so pretty much it was his turn, and he had special summon twice. So I was trying to special summon it, right? Which on the card it says during the turn or after your opponent special summon 2 or more monsters from the extra deck, I can XYZ summon this card, right? But I guess the rulings that said that I couldn't do it. Like they had looked it up or whatever, but I still think that's wrong because on the card it says during the turn. It didn't say during your turn, during my turn. It said during the turn, period. And then it says or after your opponent special summons 2 or more monsters. Like I thought with Zeus and Superstar Slayer is the counterpart to Zeus that you can special summon on either person's turn. I thought it came to Yu-Gi-Oh cards unless it specifies. Then that's what the card is. But I guess I couldn't special summon it then, so yeah. It was a whole debacle over that, but I still got cooked anyway. He still took my shit out though. So I pretty much finished the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I got them free 2 wins off of Lil Bro, and then the rest I got swept. But it was still a good experience though. It's still pretty dope. Like I said, Z's and B-Lou, I came in that jank. That's pretty cool. You got Z's and B-Lou in this jank.
Alright, I played Skyburn.
Okay.
Getting your scripts greenlit because of DEI, you're getting them greenlit because people are erasing them so they sound interesting and new. When people pitch them, they can't believe it happened. And so I always tell writers, especially young writers, write what you know, because that's what George Gio did. He wrote what he knew, and he made something special. So
There's something personal about everything that he's put out so far. And I know he's a New Yorker as well, and so
I'm glad to be. I wasn't supposed to be here, like you said, but I think it's maybe fate right now. And I don't think I'd be here even wearing this without my beautiful girlfriend right there, Kaya. Can you come on stage real quick? Come. My character is Wukong, the Monkey King, the original Goku. You know what it is. So he's known for having infinite lives, right? But the man underneath only has one. So I was gonna ask.
Oh man, there's no way. Hey, yo, I'm backstage for open mic night. I'm snuck in this bitch. I ain't gonna lie to a nigga. I'm trying to bribe him to see if I can get a spot on his heart.
In that airport, and
That would freak me out.
I was so nerve wracked. And then there was like a issue when we were about to land. sky gonna come on and think, I'm like, okay, we're experiencing some traffic. I said, traffic? In the sky?
I was about to say what in the sky?
In the air. And they had to like detour us to the Baltimore airport.
No way.
Then we were stuck there. Then they had to fly us back to DC. I was like, of course.
I've never had a plane issue like that where they had to reroute us or we stopped somewhere else.
He was like, we got some traffic in the sky. We're about to run out of gas here, so we're gonna go to Boston. I said,
oh
Jesus,
no. Just let me live so I'll give me a good loss. That's all.
That's why I can't do it. I'd rather experience problems being on the ground as opposed to being in the sky. Because if you're in the sky, that's kind of
there's nothing you can do. You can literally just sit there and let it happen. Ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Nothing. You can't even try.
So you've never flown before?
You said what?
You've never flown before?
No, never.
Ever?
No, never. I don't think I mean,
go out the country.
This is the crazy part. I want to go out the country. I want to go out to Japan. I want to go out to China,
like,
but
the call comes over the phone. They like, we want you to perform in Japan. What you gonna do? Come on now.
I'll take a boat.
I'll
learn how to swim. I'll learn how to swim and take a boat.
What if it was like the opportunity of a lifetime, right? And they were like, nah, you got to be here tomorrow. We ain't got time for you.
See, then I could do that.
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay.
I
got time to plan. I got to get there. I'm there.
I can do that.
You go ahead and go to sleep. Just take you some, sleeping pills, and you wake up there.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Michigan, but I live in San Antonio right now.
Okay.
From Michigan, really? What part of Michigan?
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Kalamazoo. I used to live in Saginaw, Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for like 9 years. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like born and raised there, pretty much. Yeah. Went to college, high school, everything. Yeah. That's cool. I never really meet too many people from Michigan.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually if they leave, they end up back, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Other music artist, Lizzie, and that was really fun. And then I'm here I work as a personal assistant for one of the voice actors that's here. And then I'll get yours too.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. When I saw we was on this stage, I was like, wait, hold up. Y'all ain't throwing us in that little panel?
You ain't throwing us
I
didn't think it was as big.
That's what I was thinking too. That's why I got nervous. I'm like, oh.
Literally. I'm wondering if they're filming.
Yeah, I saw cameras for the cosplay competition. So
I'm hoping that we could get some footage.
And this is an awesome opportunity. Yeah, this is so awesome.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I got that email on a Saturday, and I was just laying there, and I'm like,
say
just say Dreamcon.
When did y'all register?
Yeah.
When did y'all register?
I ain't gonna lie.
Like as soon as it popped up?
Pop up in 7 minutes, and I applied. I said, you know what? And I scrolled past like they ain't gonna want me, and I went back and I said, do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. It's really
and what's the worst?
Yeah.
And look where I'm at.
I'm not gonna lie, it was the deadline day for me, but I had
Really?
I wanted to.
Yeah, that's the question. So how many people didn't show up?
Well, there's some who haven't showed up and some that told us last minute that they won't be here. So four haven't showed up.
Okay, so I was kind of hoping that I could probably get my name on the list, if that was possible.
What's your name?
The Rex God, REXJWD.
Did you have an audio? Because it's a little too late for audio.
I already got the audio on my flash drive. I was just hoping with this opportunity if some people didn't show up, if that was possible.
Let me see.
Yeah, so...
I'm checking now, but I don't think we would have time because 2 more people just showed up, so I don't think we have
that was actually on the list?
Yeah. So
okay.
I don't think we have that available.
Okay, it's okay if I still wait in case something changes?
You can wait here and see something.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
This type of love, greater than being grounded. We say hi, no lie, and you know this. Okay. Love is one. 2 people come together as one piece, because you know one piece never ends. And that's everything, y'all.
Good job. That was good.
This next piece is a poem from my poetry book that I wrote a few years ago, and it's titled Fragments. And yeah, I'm just let it speak for itself. Ask me about our first kiss, and I'll sing you melodies of intoxication. Ask me about the time you called me beautiful, and I'll shine star-bright fireflies into your chest. Pound heartbeats into your palms, into your hands become pedestals again. Into my lungs shatter from holding fistfuls of I miss you on my breath. Smothering flames of spirit in my throat. Ask me why I loved you. And I'll let our memories slip off my tongue into a drowning again. After months and months ignoring flashes of happiness and heartbreak, there are film strips of images and time and us that dance against my mind, with fragments that were never strong enough to build a foundation, but potent enough to keep my love for you living and breathing between the silence of us being over. As much as I told myself to forget, the ringing of your name whispers in my loneliness. Nostalgic rhythms play our fragments and drum beats that pound consumption until eventually, enveloped in your memory, I surrender. Thank you. Once again, my name is Tiffany Aaliyah. You can check out that track on my
I might be cooked. Well, I was cooked. I did not get to perform. I mean, I was supposed to be back there anyway, so I really appreciate the dude from let me stay back there. After I told him, because pretty much how it happened, right? I got to the because I did the application, and the application it said I got denied, right? But I did see for the open mic night, right? But I did see on the application that it said there was still a mandatory meeting, an hour before the event. And then it said that if, people didn't show up, spot to be taken, right? Well, it did say spot to be taken, but if you don't show up, then yeah, you're not. If you don't show up to a mandatory meeting, you don't get your spot. So I was banking on that, and hey, it kind of didn't work out because hey, at first 4 people didn't show up, but then 2 had came, but still 2 people didn't show up. So my idea was good though. But when I went to the open mic night, I was the first one in line. I was the first one in line in the and I guess the waiting area. So one of the intern ladies, she was like, "You here for open mic night?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was thinking she was gonna check for my identification, but she didn't know. She was like, "Okay, I should take you to the back room." Like I was on some Mission Impossible, J, bro. But that's my way back there. But hey, I appreciate the dude, and and then for letting me still stay back there, cause hey, after I'm looking back at the footage, I'm kind of cringing on how I said it though. I'm like, bro, dude really trying to persuade him. Like, sure, if I was telling him like, yeah, I'm sorry, you have to leave. Well, yeah, if I was telling, hey, I would have told him, hey, you ain't supposed to be back here, nigga. What? But I still would have had a chance to perform though, because two people didn't show up. The event was from 8 to 9. The actual event was from 8 to 9, right? So everything was seamless. Everybody was performing, and then there was like a little 7-minute intermission because one of the performers, I guess, with some technical difficulties, or he didn't have his file uploaded to the person yet. And guess who the person was? Because that 7 minutes, I could have got me a slot in. Guess who that person was? Bro, it was Tut Weezy. Yeah, the famous YouTuber Tut Weezy. I'm like, is you serious? Is we I'm like, hey, shout out to Tut Weezy. But like when they said his name, I heard the name, but I didn't realize it until he actually went up there. I'm like, wait, is that the YouTuber Tut Weezy? Bro, you got 1.2 million subscribers. You got 2 million subscribers. Let me get up there. Why you need to perform? Nah, he hold me though, because everybody had went up there. The transition was seamless because everybody already had their sounds up, so it was like one after another. It was a little stoppage, to introduce the people, but him, like I said, I don't know if it was technical difficulties or maybe they could have did that intermission, or maybe the intermission was already planned, but nah, because he was like the 3rd or 4th to last person to go. I think 10 people already had went, so it wouldn't have made no sense to do a mission right there. So yeah, Tut Weezy hold me though. I got a chance to perform, man. I ain't gonna lie, hey, I was looking sad though. I was looking sad, man. Damn, that shit was crazy. But the dude, one of the other interns the dude that had let me stay. He was like, you know, give me your name, and next time when the stuff drops, the list drops for next year, make sure you're one of the first people to sign up when it first drops, and I'm gonna make sure that you get a spot in for next year. Shout out to that man, bro. Shout out to him. He you know, he looked out. So I'm going to Dreamcon again next year. but he looked out though. Shout out to him though.
What in the world?
But I was kind of upset too because the charity game was going on during that time too, and I got the tickets. I already got the tickets. I'm like, shoot. And if I would have knew ahead of time that I probably wouldn't have got to perform, then okay, I would have just left and just went to the charity game. But I was there for the whole time, just backstage hearing everybody go, and then for my name not to get called, and then for me not to get a chance. I'm like, damn. But it was a good opportunity though, because I still got to network with some of the you guys heard me talking to some of the artists back there. I got to network with a lot of people. You know, got their numbers and Instagram and stuff. So I still was able to network. That's one thing I'll say about this whole Dreamcon thing, is that I didn't think that I would have a networking was one of the last things on my mind. It was still there. Like that was still one of the things I wanted to do. But the amount of people that I met, like I probably met like 20 plus people, exchanging information. It was lit though. It was a good experience though. And there was also the footage after this. There was like I guess one of the people that was back there, he said that they was having a cipher downstairs. You know they usually do that. You know, have people rap or whatever. So like in the next clip, you ain't gonna see me perform because I didn't get to record me, but I went down there and I was rapping and stuff. So I still got to perform in some sort of sense.
Hey, run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up.
Run it up.
Fire on me, yeah, I'm feeling like Ace.
Okay.
Fire on me, yeah, I'm feeling like Ace. I'm the back of I'm pulling her lace. She like
Hey!
Hold on. Okay. Fire on me, man, I'm feeling like Ace. Devil fruit on me, I'm feeling.
Yeah. Women apart and I need a new vase. You could go get it a race. Yeah, believe in you trace. You should just stay in your place. I just be sweeping the lane. Driving a Rari though. I'm just hard boy. I'm a starry boy.
My brother, I'm in this movie. Hold on. I ain't gonna roast you.
Like ain't no his head, like ain't no his dreads. Niggas do these fake, we gon' leave him dead.
Hey. Check. See, I'm ballin' in my white tee, tonight it started different. Fit is looking mighty clean and lifestyle isn't. I don't like to focus on what you go competition. I'm just sipping on some shit, chillin' with my niggas. I'm just chillin' with my niggas. Flow so crazy, yeah, you know my flow different. Yeah, you check it by the inches. You can see it in the distance. Big ass nigga wearing orange so you see me. Yeah, you know a nigga always moving so you queasy. Yeah, I give seasickness with the fucking ways. I don't even have him, yeah, talking in the haze in the future. Understand, I read the Kama Sutra every day. Yeah, you know a nigga always moving cause I'm paid.
Everybody wants to talk about being a creator and how to be a creator, but nobody was talking about how to make money, from being a creator. All right, Brandon.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Brandon Washington. A lot of you guys may know me as Writer Boy. I run two companies. One is a film production company where I produce content for Netflix, Sony, Disney, the list goes on, but I also run a management firm where I house some of the biggest creators that you guys know, like King Vader, Heartstop Lucas, and the list goes on.
What are some of those monetization, I'll say myths or misconceptions or things to really note as a content creator or just as a individual in general that you think is important to note and either dispel or hype up?
Great question, actually, because one thing I definitely hear from a lot of people is, oh, I don't make enough to worry about that yet. I don't make enough to worry about that yet. And that's a huge myth, because you should actually be worried about it before you even start making any money. And then you should worry about it more when you're making money, because when you're not making money, but you are pursuing making money, you're still probably spending money on business expenses in order to do what you gotta do, get tripods, cameras, maybe some subscriptions and stuff that you have to pay for. So it's really important for you to know about the numbers even before you think you're not making enough money to worry about the numbers. Is that
so? She's speaking to behavioral finance, right? Sure. Behavioral finance. So it's so great. Think about that. We struggle with a relationship with something that we literally trading our time for pretty much every day.
All day.
Right? Or something that we literally chasing every day. Money. Like, how is that? How we don't understand that. So imagine think about just how we're fostering relationships with humans, how we not fostering relationships with something that we literally trading our time for every day. And that's why I think this panel is just so important. Like, y'all gave money, hard earning money, to be here, right? You traded your time, like, all right, I want to go and have this experience. I want to go to Dreamcon and have this experience. I just traded my time with that. Like, I traded my time for that. Like, that should be the best relationship that one of the priorities that you should have, or the main priority that you should have, or one of the biggest priorities that you should have, or focus on, because like literally it's creating this experience today. You feel me on that? Yeah. That's crazy.
All right, and so now I get the word that we can actually clap now. All right, let's do it. There we go. That's good. Big Vader himself. Big Vader himself.
It's hard reaching out to brands too. So how do you maneuver attaining sponsorships and things like that?
Vader, you want to get that a shot, like just from a talent perspective?
I guess I would say a lot of conversations can help. Like even going to different conventions, different meetings, being surrounded by like-minded individuals. But I say specifically conventions that have the sponsorships that could mesh with your business and your creations. I feel like actually having these face-to-face conversations, having cards on hand, talking to people, letting them feel what you're about, I think that's like one of the best ways to lock down a sponsor.
Then all of a sudden they're like, wait, so what else do you need to do?
Sorry?
Yes. And man, I love being so multifaceted. I love having a tequila brand that's coming out.
I do nerdcore rap. I do that first.
And
then I do like football reactions. Then I do like anime and like comic reactions and stuff like that.
And then we're opening up the first THC dispensary in the city of Atlanta, June 25th. Like
most of the reaction videos.
From Atlanta, make sure y'all holler at me because I'm trying to get into wellness place that we're going to be opening. This is the first one in the city of Atlanta. West End. It's going to be really lit. So all of these different things are multifaceted. And you look at my Instagram, the first thing pops, you're going to be like, wait, what all does he do? And then you start going
Yes, exactly.
And that's it. So live in that space. I mean, some people are going to tell you, oh, you got to specialize in this and that. Yeah, specialize.
I like your whole outfit too. You got the grills and stuff. It's clean.
Thank you so much. This is going to be the last one within the yellow. So,
how you doing?
What's up, my guy?
My name's Rex.
Rex?
Right. Yeah. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Good.
That's good. I just had a quick
question.
I appreciate it. Yeah, there's actually 2 necklaces. I combined them with a paperclip in the back.
You fire. Okay.
I just had a quick question. So,
quick answers.
What would be like some starter brand deals to for smaller creators, just get into the door? It's like some one-time things.
Okay, all right. So 2 things. 1, I wish I thought of this, but when I was first coming up, but 1, I would go for local businesses, local brands, and start marketing with them.
Yeah.
It's about aligning yourself with people that are on your level versus just trying to go for the bigger brands. But while you're doing that, I'm not gonna lie, full transparency, I will also fake the brand deals too. Like I go to Fashion Nova and buy some Fashion Nova and put that, because that it starts a conversation with other brands that may or may not be looking at you. And I think, and then also people going on your platform when you are when you're going to outreach, going on your platform and saying that you're aligned with other brands. And full transparency, I've done that before. And then Fashion Nova was like, well, who's your agent here? Yeah, I don't have one. Oh, okay, so let's get you in there. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think that's where you start. Local businesses, and then also start faking it to you.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
I like it though. But I wash my hands. I'm dead. Really outside. You good? No. That's a loss. To be fair, we are big fans of both of those teams. A good bit of them are right. I can't get hands.
In the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. How did they win Grimm's servitude?
Oh yeah, come back because we're about to win this. This is amazing.
I hope you get it wrong now.
He lost the limbo competition.
That is correct.
Next year's Dreamcon is July 10th through July 12th. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets. I'm telling you, they're gonna sell out fast next year. I'm telling y'all right now, because everybody online was talking about how they coming next year. So please do not wait. Mark, where we gonna be at? Houston!
Yeah, so that was pretty much it for the for the vlog though. But day 3, I would say day 2 was the day that I did the most stuff on, because yeah, I was literally there from like 12 a.m. or 11 a.m. all the way up until they was done. So I was pretty much there the whole day. I guess how I did it, it was good. Kind of got there in the middle of the day, the first day, just walking around scoping everything out. And then the second day actually go and do stuff. And the third day, just like the whole wine and then, wind down and like relax part of the thing. Cause day 3, it was short. Day 1 and 2, it was from 10 to 10. But day 3, Sunday, it was 10 to 5, which I wish I would have looked, because if that was the case, I would have left Houston right then and there instead of having to wait an extra day and get to where I had to go a day later. But yeah, but day 3 was good though, because you guys seen they had the whole how to monetize your content, and I got a chance to talk to Writer Boy. Bro, like that's just clips from because I record the whole segment, like the stuff I saw, I share with you guys. That was the clips of the game. They was giving out free game, and like what Writer Boy had told me about, because I was like, hey, what are some starter brands? Because I did see on Streaming University, Agent was asking the question, answering the question. The dude was like, should I take this Raycon brand deal? And then which was a good question. Agent came to Streaming University. He was a real professor for real. So he was giving out game too. So that's the question I made sure to ask was, what are some starter brand deals for somebody that's starting out? And it was sort of self-explanatory, which I should have already thought about, but I don't know. When he said this, like I felt it, but it made sense. Like, start off with brand deals with stuff in your area that also align with what you do. Why did I not think of that earlier? Like, oh my god. So I got some free game. The whole segment was great. Then I went to the showroom again and just had walked around, talked to some people. Then yeah, I went to the whole gatekeeping thing that they had. Already seen the closing ceremony, so yeah, they haven't in Houston next year, which I want to do. But yeah, it was definitely a great experience. It was definitely worth it. The only thing was just the whole trip part, because I spent more time traveling than I did actually at the event. Like, yeah, I was there for 3 days, and yeah, I was traveling for like 4 days. Like, it literally took me a week. Like, I made sure I had to take 2 weeks off of work just to make sure I get there and get back. But I don't know. Next time I might drive. I don't know, because it was just coming to. They had me. I guess the trip I chose with the least transfer, because I wasn't trying to transfer that much. They took me to New York. Then I had to come all the way back down to Texas. Like, and I was in New York for like 6 hours in Chinatown. like that really took up the part of the trip, you know, going. Going. But coming back was pretty seamless. It was just some of the places that was. It was just the layovers was kind of annoying. But the things I would do differently next time. The things I would do differently next time is, you know, I was so adamant about going to this place by myself, which I'm glad I did. Like, they don't get it wrong, but maybe next time, you know, experience it with somebody, you know. That would be that's probably one thing I think I would change. I mean, I changed it, but I would do next time. And then next time as well, going to some of the after parties at the Dreamcon. Yeah, cause me, like, I'm out there solo dolo. I'm in Houston. I don't know nobody out there. I'm trying to get in and out. I'm trying to get straight there, go straight to the hotel. I ain't trying to be hanging around places I don't know like that. So, but that's something I'll probably want to do next time. You know, like, because I'm not a club party type of person. But that would be a good experience as well. Probably being in more events. Yeah, probably being in more events, but I feel like I was doing something every single day. So, but yeah, on that third day there was some space to where, like, I was kind of just walking around. So for that third day, I probably the Madden tournament. Next time I'm going to the Madden tournament. Like the second day was perfect. It was just that I didn't get to perform. If I would have got to perform, that day would have been perfect, because that second day, as soon as I walked to the showroom, you know, a supporter says my name, says my catchphrase. Like, as soon as I walk in that gym, I'm like, hold on, I came all the way from the East Coast. The last thing I would have expected was for somebody to notice me. Like, I know I got, you know, almost 8K followers, you know, but for someone to notice me from going from here to Texas at Dreamcon, that jig is crazy. Like that made my day. But would have capped that off if I would have actually got to perform. But at least I know I'm doing that next year. So, but yeah, they had a Madden tournament on Sunday. That's probably one thing I would probably do. Another thing too that I didn't really do was I really take that many pictures of people cosplay. I was pretty much just interacting with people. I didn't get a chance to really say, and I really wasn't thinking to ask, like, okay, take a picture of cosplay. I wasn't even really thinking about that. But what else? Oh yeah, and like RDC, bro. I came to Dreamcon. I mean, I know, like, I came to Dreamcon because, you know, it's something that RDC did. But bro, I didn't see RDC the whole event. That last part that I showed you guys, like, at the whole gatekeeper thing, that was the only time I seen RDC the whole damn time. I was seeing other YouTubers here and there, left and right, but they and like, I seen the clips of them walking around and other creators walking around. But yeah, I dead ass only saw them that one time. But you know, it was cool though, because, you know, I was still there to be around, you know, my other nerds, right? And like, one thing from this whole, you know, especially after talking to Writer Boy, but this whole experience in general just got me more inspired to, you know, try harder and get there. You know, next time is like an even bigger creator. Like I'm trying to start streaming in the next couple months. I'm trying to get that popping. Like the streaming university inspired me to do, you know, want to do streaming. You know, go ahead and do that quicker. But as far as like making content and videos, you know, for my YouTube, this Dreamcon experience was definitely an experience that got me motivated and inspired to do that. Like, and I seen a lot of people doing streams, IRL streams, having their whole camera equipment, having somebody with them and stuff. Like, it was a lot of creators out there, a lot of cosplays, dope cosplays, a lot of creators. I saw somebody got married, bro. I seen somebody get married on stage at Dreamcon. Jake was crazy. Definitely a great experience. But hey, one thing I'll say about Houston though, bro. Like I've heard the stuff about, you know, the women in Texas, right? But bro, seeing that jank face to face, like in person, was crazy, bro. Like literally because I went to one of the grocery stores there called HEB, but even near the Comic-Con, but still, every woman that I saw was bad, bro. Hey, I thought they were just saying that, Jane, though, but literally every woman I saw was fine, bro. I'm talking about like literally every aisle I went down. With the yams, every single one. And then like, I know Houston's known for having big girls too. Yeah, y'all guys know me. Hey, I don't mind my big girls, my BBWs. That thing was a BBW paradise, bro. Even the big girls was fine, bro. That day was crazy to see firsthand, though. Oh yeah, and like I don't know how I made this about football, but bro, I had a layover in Dallas, bro. That Dallas Greyhound station is a shithole, bro. Like they had little mini roaches everywhere. People, you know, homeless people up in that jank, bro. That jank. The transfers weren't that bad, but being in the transfers at night, you know, having to wait for like hours. Cause I was in Dallas for like 4 hours. Being in transfers in places like that at night for hours and hours on end, just terrible. And that's another reason why the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. Go Birds. But yeah, I'm sitting off to the side. They got this one lady and then there's this one dude. He looked a little bit crazy, but he kept on walking around, and he started, you know, walking around me and walking around other people that was in the area that I was in. But like I wasn't in the main area of the bus station, like towards the side, like I said. And then he came up to me. He was about to ask me a question, and then the lady had said, the lady said, "Oh wait, hold on." She said, "Hold on, not yet." Not yet. Nigga, what are you talking about? Some not. What were you about to ask me? What was about to happen? So so I got up and I just sat right there where everybody else was at. I sat in the middle where everybody else was at. Cause like, yeah, bro, I don't know what's gonna happen on the side, bro. Like, bro, I had to get out of Dallas, bro. I had to get out of Dallas, bro. Nah, this ain't crazy, bro. Dallas fans trying to run up on me. nah, but just some random dude. But and then I go to the Atlanta bus station coming back at night too. Well, it was like early in the morning, but man, some dude was in that jank talk about some, you know, selling food. He talk about some, hey, I got chicken Alfredo entrees. I'm selling chicken Alfredo entrees, blue crab leg pasta. I'm selling blue crab leg pasta. Yeah, he had like a little bag with him, and I guess, I mean, he had the stuff like on actual entrees though, like on actual to go jank, see-through jank. But bro, it's in the wee hours of the morning. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's dark outside. I'm not buying no food from a place I don't even know where I'm at. I'm not buying food from a place in an area that I do not know from somebody, bro. The jank could be laced, bro. Next thing I know, I'll wake up with a fucking mutation on my face. I grow up, man. I got damn wake up with limbs missing. Like hell no. I mean, he like the way the stuff was presented I mean, he ain't had no food truck or no food cart, but the way he put out the entree, like the entrees looked official. But still, I'm not about to buy no food from. I'm not buying no random food from you, bro. What you talk about, bro? Want some blue crab leg entrees? Fuck out my face. And then when I came to Atlanta, bro, y'all know the whole stuff about the, you guys know about Atlanta with the, the Transformers, bro. Like literally as soon as I got into the bus station, bro, I seen 2, bro. I'm like, dang, I ain't know. Like it's crazy. You hear stuff about certain areas, that you ain't never been to, and then when you go to the areas and you see that shit firsthand, it's like, damn, like this shit, bro, was really like that. And then, yeah, because when I first got to Atlanta going, that's when I missed my transfer. So I went up to the desk to go and actually change the ticket. I don't know if some prostitute lady was like, because like the way the bus station is, like, it has these big old window panes of just like a glass on one side, right? So you can see, on the other side of the street, because it was going like slanting, down the hill, but they had the panels, right? And like, I don't know if she had pulled her pants on or whatever. It looked like she was about to do something. So I just turned around and I just was continuing my conversation to the lady at the desk. And the lady at the desk, they facing that way. So, I guess they were seeing, I'm like, I'm not about to look. So I need my ticket changed, bro. Like, bro, Atlanta crazy, bro. Atlanta is crazy. Oh, oh yeah. One more thing too. When I was coming back, right? When I was coming back, I was in Myrtle Beach, right? And this was the last transfer before it was just a straight shot for me to go home. The dude, the bus driver dude, white dude, but dude acting like he was a sheriff talking about some. Well, all the drivers make the announcement of no speakers, use your headphones, no smoking, no drinking, blah 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 blah. But with him, he was sounding like a real life sheriff, like, bro, relax, right? And then I don't know if it was at that stop or if it was at another transfer. Some dude that got on the bus, right? And at first he had sat next to me, but he smelled like weed. He sat next to me, but he smelled like weed, right? But then he gets up and then he moves 2 seats up to the front. And so I'm like, as soon as he moved, I'm like, bro, I just know this bus driver is gonna say something to me. The other dude was black too, but I just know he's going to say something to me because he literally was right there next to me. And so then at one of the other transfers or one of the other stops, right? He makes the announcement again, and the dude, the bus driver dude, is standing right next to me. He's saying, hey, I say, there's no vaping, no smoking on the bus. I can smell it from this point on, from my seat on. I'm like, oh my god, man. I'm like, this is crazy. He was like, because I will call the authorities. Like, bro was being a Karen, bro. Relax, buddy. like I will call the authorities. That's just gonna delay your guys' trip even further. Which I didn't really give a damn about because he was my last transfer. I could have got there whenever. I would have still been straight. But still, though, he's talking about call the cops and all that, right? And so then there was another stop that we had got off, right? Just to stretch our legs or whatever, right? The bus driver comes and he's like, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm like, oh my god, bro. I just start smiling because I'm like, I already know what he about to say, bro. He was like, is that you on the bus, smoking or vaping? I was like, I'm laughing, but not laughing to his face. But I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this literally is happening to me right now. Like, and dead ass ain't me. I'm like, no, sir, I don't smoke. And he was like, I didn't ask you if you smoked. I said, do you vape? Like, whoa there, brother. Not brother, but relax, buddy. Budster. I'm like, no, I do not vape, no smoke. And he was like, you smell, you smell what I smell, right? It's coming from your area. And I'm like, hey, I just said I didn't snitch on the dude, but I'm like, It did do smell like weed on the bus, but it's not me. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna take your word for it. And so the second to last stop before we come to my destination, he finally catches the dude that's vaping. And then like he kicks him off the bus. He had a cop there, waiting for him, but like it was like dark out, bro. It was probably like 8 o'clock at night. It was dark out, and like this stop, it wasn't like an actual like Greyhound bus stop. Like some of the bus stops aren't even fucking Greyhound bus stops. Some of them are just like either gas stations or just an empty parking lot. And so bro was in an empty parking lot. The cop was escorting him, not escorting him, but telling him, when there's a gas station to go to and stuff like that. But still though, when you hear about stuff about sundown towns and stuff can happen, I kind of feel bad about for the bro. Like I feel like I should have warned him or something, but because he's in the middle of nowhere. Like what if this trip was the last of his money? Like how is he gonna get to where he got to go to next? And it's dark in this town that you do not know. And he was getting off at the same stop I was too. Like he was literally 2 stops away, 1 stop away from being at his destination, and he got hold. And then the bus driver come back there. He talked about something. Yeah, so I caught the guy that vaped. And then he was like, he says to me, "You right, it wasn't you." That's not an apology, bro. I mean, he ain't full on blown. Like he didn't full on, accuse me straight up. Before, but still, like you could have still said, my apologies for that. He was like, "You right, it wasn't you." Like, all right, bro. I see what type of timing you want, bro. Nah, that shit was crazy. I hope dude got to a destination, cause yeah, pitch black, middle of nowhere. Even though there was a cop out there, but still, you still never know. I mean, the cop was black too, so I don't know. But maybe he was straight, but yeah. Yeah, that's all I say about this jank though. You guys post your comments below, so you guys thought. Leave a like if you enjoyed what you guys did. So hey, subscribe, because if you a dragon or you a bitch, we see you at Dreamcon next time. Yes, sir.